What's up, Keto Nation? This is Keto Queen City. I'm Jennifer, your gracious host. We are committed to changing the world one carb at a time. All right, so getting ready for the 13-day keto challenge. Going to start on June 13th, 2020. This is one in a series of videos to get you guys geared up, excited, and ready to rock and roll with this challenge. So this short video is 13 ways that keto and ketosis will transform your mind, your body, and your spirit. So number one, I know everything's going to say weight loss, but for me, weight loss is a given. I actually have it on the list as number 3, but because of the mental benefits of this diet or way of eating, you can lose weight on a lot of things, but because of the way it makes you feel mentally, that's why I really feel that you are able to continue to lose weight, is because you feel so good on it. So for me, number 1 is actually mental clarity, focus, and memory, and just feeling good. Ketosis, as I talked in the other videos about what is ketosis, it really was developed as a mental a diet to help control diseases and problems with the brain. And just being in a state of ketosis gives you such it's an amazing focus, mental clarity, and the biggest research that they're doing is, in addition to epilepsy, this is really helping people with similar, like bipolar, depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's, dementia. Really, really interesting studies on that. So that's number 1. Number 2 is energy and performance. People think, oh, I'm going to eat carbs, I'm going to be tired all the time. Quite the opposite. Once your body starts burning its own fat for fuel, it's the cleanest form of energy it's the most natural. Your body thrives on that kind of energy. I always say it's like running as opposed to a diesel, dirty fuel. You're using clean fuel. You're driving a Tesla. So number 2 is, so energy and performance. So you're going to have more energy, especially if you're an athlete or you're working out or you're a bodybuilder or weight training. Actually, the keto diet is amazing for that. And I'll do another video about kind of some myths of protein, and your body can't really process that much protein. So you need more of a modified protein intake, and you don't need as much protein as you think you need. But the energy and performance that you get, just having the energy to push through when maybe you don't feel like working out. Being in ketosis, you really do want to work out, because you're just amplifying the effect of that fat burning and that energy. It's a marriage made in heaven. Number 3 is fat loss, obviously, but you got to keep in mind, you're not losing weight to get healthy. You're getting healthy, and losing weight is a byproduct of that. That's really the magic of it. Again, it's not dirty keto. This is clean keto. This is eating the good vegetables, reducing your sugars and things. Again, we'll get into a lot more details about that. But fat loss, and who couldn't use a little bit extra fat loss? Number 4 is just your mood in general. I mean, you can have energy but still be cranky on some diets, but this is like I'm an Energizer bunny. Now, I always I was born that way, but I guess because of the they tell me that told me I'm bipolar or whatnot. I do have more of highs and lows, but I've been able to channel and just really keep myself in that positive, without getting overly manic, but in a positive, like really good mood. Like the serotonin and the dopamine and the things that happen when you're in ketosis. And some of you know my story of being addicted to drugs for 13 years. Like, I have absolutely no desire, no cravings. I'm not saying, don't go to the 12 steps and don't do treatment, but I really don't. This really keeps me from having those cravings. I feel so good all the time. Just the thought of putting something in my body that's going to take away the way that this makes me feel it's just not worth it to me. So the ketogenic diet actually has a very, very high retention rate when people do it correctly. It's about 75% retention rate when done correctly. Number 5 is just your overall health, and the biggest one is blood sugar. This is a very, very insulin sensitive, insulin focused way of eating. So that's wonderful for people that have high blood sugar, pre-diabetic, insulin resistant. Also, when it comes to blood sugar and insulin, as far as like with women, PCOS is a concern that can cause acne, can cause weight gain, and also sometimes excessive facial hair, and this will help control PCOS tremendously. Number 6, it helps prevent cancer. And the reason, the studies are showing really almost everything that goes on in our body that is negative, most of the time is a result of inflammation, whether it be inflammation in the brain, inflammation in the body. Where does inflammation come from? 9 times out of 10, it's our diet. It's what we're putting. It's the inflammatory foods and toxins we're putting inside our body that are causing all these problems: cancers, heart disease, mental issues. So it's got some really great research about preventing cancer and helping control cancer. Because did you guys know that cancer cells feed on sugar? Sugar feeds cancer. And I'm not a doctor, and I am a health coach, so I want to just tread lightly. But if you do your research, you'll see that cancer does thrive on sugar. So, and sugar is defined. Refined carbohydrates turn into sugar and glucose. All right, number 7. So if you're in chronic pain, if you have a lot of pain or just achy, and and acne will come into play with this, but it has to do with inflammation. Again, inflammation is the enemy. When I started, I never really had any major injuries. I had a knee injury that just kind of would flare up from time to time, but I would wake up in the morning. And again, I wasn't really overweight, but I guess it was gluten and carbs and a variety of different things that I would just wake up and it just took me a while to get moving and get going. And, when I started getting into ketosis, I literally have no pain. I'd have to poke myself to injure myself. I don't have any pain, and, God willing, thank you, Lord. So, pain was number 7. Number 8 is, sleep. So now I will say that having the excessive energy, I don't feel the need to sleep as much. I do get up really early in the morning, where I never used to be able to do that. But the quality of my sleep has dramatically improved. And again, some of that is from being sober, but it's sort of it just allows your body to reset itself, to take a deep breath, to your bodies are amazing. God made your bodies amazing. They're really designed to heal themselves. Now, I'm not saying not take medicine and whatnot, but there are so many things that your body knows how to heal itself. You just have to give it a chance. And it doesn't have a chance when we're constantly throwing all these inflammatory foods and things that aren't good for us into our system. Our body's just saying, you're paralyzing me. Number 9 is you're going to have a reduced need for supplementation. We're taking vitamins, we're taking minerals, we're not sure what we need. Again, I mentioned before, we're going to do a whole video about this app tracker, or carb tracker that I use, this app on my phone. It tracks your carbs. It will track your calories. It'll track your exercise and a whole host of things. But when you're entering your food in there, it actually will tell you. You can go and drill down in depth, and it'll tell you based on what you ate, and you can actually scan the labels of whatever you're eating. Hopefully you're not eating too much stuff in boxes, but there are things when you're buying something from the store and there's a label on it. Everything is in the system, you guys. You scan it, and it automatically loads all of the macros and the micronutrients in. So at the end of the day, I'm able to look and see, or the end of the week, and say, man, I'm not getting enough vitamin A in my diet. I'm not talking about supplements. I'm not getting enough vitamin A in my diet, because the best form of vitamins and minerals is what they call bioavailable, meaning from food. There's certain supplements that are just very hard to get from food anymore. Magnesium is one of them, because our soils are overmined. But there are certain things that typically and I'm going to go do a video about what supplements you probably more than likely do need. But the best way to find out don't go out and buy any supplements, and don't even waste your money on exogenous ketones. And if you don't know what those are, don't worry, but we're going to get there. I gave myself a week or two of really looking at what I was eating, where I was like, man, I'm not, my B vitamins, I'm not getting, I'm eating really healthy, and then I found ways to tweak my diet so that I'm getting all these B vitamins. Nutritional yeast, by the way, is amazing. All your B vitamins. So that's how I save money on, because it can get addicting when you go and you're like, oh, well, I need to get this, supplement, or I need vitamin D, and all true, but the best form is bioavailable from your food. So once you've done this for a week or two and you're entering these in your tracker, you're going to say, okay, you know what? Jen was right. You know, my magnesium, I'm only getting like 20%. So then we'll introduce a magnesium supplement. So, but it's going to save you money, to be honest, because it's going to save you money and, you know, in a whole variety of ways. And I'm going to show you how to do keto on $13 a day. So, that was number 9. Number 10 is body composition. So this kind of goes along with number 2, energy and performance. But I mean, I was never, you know, I never had a huge, I just couldn't, there were certain muscles in my body, like they just eluded me. I couldn't tone them up. I couldn't tighten them up, or I just had like a little bit of fat in this one spot. This has changed my body. Like, literally changed my body. And you're very in tune to it's like, you know, almost like you can feel your exercise more, not from a pain standpoint so much, but just it's like you have that mind-body connection. Number 11, it gets rid of hunger and cravings. In the beginning, you're going to feel different, but I'm going to help you get through that. But hunger and cravings, when you combine the apple cider vinegar and all these little things we're going to do, you guys, when you get into ketosis, you will be amazed at how little you even think about food. It's shocking. And it's so freeing, because it used to be like, I was always like, oh my God, I'm going to eat now. Oh, I'm driving and I'm hungry. And it's almost, you can almost get addicted. I mean, it's addicting because you feel so good, and you know that, you know, even when you eat and you're eating healthy, you know that once you eat, like, you're out of your like fasted state because you feel so good in it. But it helps with sugar and carb cravings. Number 12, if you have a damaged metabolism or destroyed metabolism, I'm going to show you the things that I did to help fix a client of mine. And sometimes mine gets a little bit messed up when I have to switch over to kind of carb refeed a little bit. But if you have a damaged metabolism, this is going to help you tremendously. And then number 13 is, interestingly enough, is my spiritual life. It actually has transformed my spiritual life. I think there's something about kind of getting back to eating, like, sort of like the way God created us, you know, allowing your body to heal itself, using food for fuel and for medicine and for healing. You know, and again, I'm not saying don't take your medicine, and I'm not saying that we don't need the medical, you know, community, but God gave our bodies an amazing ability and gave us food and gave us everything around us and resources to take care of ourselves. And so I just feel very, like, sort of in awe and wonder of all the things that are just available to us that we don't take advantage of, because it's so easy to go down the snack aisle and grab a bunch of stuff that's already processed, and sometimes it's even cheaper. But I'm going to show you guys that actually eating healthy and eating keto, you can actually save money a lot. And it's not just you're going to the right grocery store. There's actually really interesting things you can do to save you and your family money over the year, and eat organic, which sounds like, oh, it's too expensive, but you're worth it. Even if it is more expensive, you're worth it. But there actually is a way you can eat organic and pay less, and it's not what you're thinking. So those are my 13 ways. Again, smash the like button, share, subscribe, join me on the 13-day challenge starting June 13th. Stay tuned for the next video, and just remember, hope, love, peace, and transformation to the willing. Thanks for watching.